It's Tuesday, August 2nd. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is the Hot List, your daily report of the exclusive variants from around the internet. Please remember that I do put all the links below, so if you find something like, you can just click pause and go below and click on over to it. Then come on back and watch the rest of it. And do stay till the end, because I always save one at the end that you won't find anywhere else. Over at Sanctum Sanctorum today, they have the King Spawn #1. Now, this is the signed McFarlane, the King Spawn #1, signed for $724.99. Now, prior to this, I'd found one at $699.99, but that's the lowest I'd pretty much found it for. $724.99 right now, lowest price I can find it, but I will give you another option. Over at Big Time Collectibles, they have a Department of Truth #12. This is a Run DMC, but it's Run DOT. Kind of silly, but cool cover. $19.95 on the trade, $39.99 on the Virgin variant set. Wanted Comics today has Eat the Rich. This is a trade, but the thing with this is that if you purchase this Eat the Rich from Wanted Comics, they're going to throw in a free comic book day, The House of Slaughter, which is a very difficult book to get because it sells out. Everyone, anywhere anyone sees it, they buy it. But nobody knows that you're going to get this free copy with this book. So you're going to get a copy of Eat the Rich by Mona Finden for $14.95, and they're going to throw in the free comic book day. Awesome deal. Mutant Beaver on Thursday at 5 p.m. is going to have Zoe Leche's first DC comic book. This is the Joker puzzle book #1. This is only 1,500 of these are going to be available from Zoe Leche. I love this cover. I love Zoe Leche. $39.99. Again, this is the first DC cover for Zoe Leche. One Stop Shop Comics today, they have The Last Ronin. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about The Last Ronin. They have a huge selection over at One Stop Comics for The Last Ronin, including the In-Huck Lee, the Tyler Kirkham #4, and #3. All of those, I believe, are $29.95. Then they have the homages to the Albedo, which is basically, it's an homage to the first appearance of Usagi Jimbo, which is like a $4,000 cover, the actual book. I think it's $149 for the yellow cover, and then I can't tell you how much it is for this cover here, the one with the red background, but absolutely beautiful, huge selection over there at One Stop today. They also have a Department of Truth #11. This is a Scott McFarlane. This is I Want to Believe. So it's the basically the X-Files cover. Not really, but it is. If Department of Truth is ever optioned and made into a show, every comparison in the world is going to be made back to X-Files. So it'll be the next X-Files if it's ever. It will be optioned. It will be made into a show, and when it does, it'll be called the next X-Files. So you might want to get the cover that looks like X-Files to begin with now. Before I forget, let me tell you about this. There is a cover for Star Wars Bounty Hunter #3. It's the GIST cover, G-I-S-T. It's a Virgin variant. It's a very expensive cover, but I found it over at Comic Heroes, showing it right now, for $49.95. I didn't write this one down in my notes today, but I just remembered it just now, and I totally want to have this one. I totally want you to get this. So this is the GIST at $49.95. That's the cheapest you're going to find that anywhere. Over at Slabbed Heroes today. Slabbed Heroes is going to give you an option on Stray Dogs #1, the first print, number 1A, the first, number 1B, the first print, and number 1A, the fifth print. Double signed by both the authors. Maybe it's the author and the artist and the author, but it's Fleece and the other one. Double signed by the creators in a 9.8 CGC. So double signed in a 9.8, 1A the first cut, 1A the first print at $550, 1B the first print at $525, 1A the fifth print $150 for a double signed fifth print 9.8 slab Stray Dogs. That's pretty crazy over at Slabbed Heroes. Check that out. Wicked Gator today has Primordial #1. Okay, this is a story that's coming out from Image Comics. It is written by Jeff Lemire, and it's a story about, so the Russians sent up a monkey, the Americans sent up a dog. This actually happened in the 50s, in the early stages of the space program, basically to see what would happen to them once they sent them up there. Um, this is the story that they never came back, or they did come back, but years later they disappeared, and then years later they come back, and this is the story of these animals when they are come back to Earth. It sounds pretty interesting. Jeff Lemire is such a great writer, and this is an Ivanhoe cover. Ivanhoe is hit or miss, but when Ivanhoe hits, it's a $200 hit. So just be aware of that. If this is a series that really does well, they're going to be looking for this Ivanhoe cover. 500 available at $19.99. Over at Brainy Comics today, Brainy Comics has King Spawn #1. Now, this deal is $800, so you're going to spend about $80 more than you are at the other place. Sorry, the other place over at Sanctum Centurium. But you're going to get them all. So for $800, you get all 9 covers, which includes the sketch cover and includes the McFarlane numbered cover as well. So you can get them all for $800. Those are the best 2 deals I can find you right now. Some people are charging as much as $900 and $1,000 for these, so be aware of that. Marvelous Comics is one of our sponsors. We use steals and deals over at Marvelous. I'm sorry, we use CB. Don't even listen to me. Over at Marvelous Comics, they have Absolute Carnage #1. Okay, this is a near mint. This is the 1 in 25 incentive cover for $18. Over at Marvelous Comics, we use steals and deals to get 15% off our order every day. So you can take 15% off that $18 on the Absolute Carnage #1. Saw the second trail today for Carnage. Man, it's going to be good. They got Carnage. They did a good job. I think the goofy relationship between Brock and Eddie Brock and Spawn is the relationship that they've decided to go with, which is okay, to make him a superhero. But Carnage looks sick. And then the chick who's doing the screaming thing, my assumption, Scream. So it looks like we're going to get an introduction. We might get the entire, whatever you call it, the Sinister, whatever you call it. I can't even remember what the hell you call him. His group, though, Riot, was it Riot, Anguish, Scream, the whole group. We might get them all because it does look like they're about to introduce Scream as well. So cool. Wrath of Comics says, so look at those Scream comic books. Those Scream comic books never did well. They're all dirt cheap. Even back, if you go back to the ones in the 90s, the original ones, those should be dirt cheap too because everyone got out of it when Scream came into it. Wrath of Comics today. Wrath of Comics is our other sponsor. Now, Wrath has Stray Dogs. They got Stray Dogs. This doesn't make any sense, and you should really take advantage of it. They got #1, the first print, at $64.95. You're going to use CBS&D 10, and you're going to take 10% off that order. You can't beat that. I think you can compare that to close to $75 at Mutant Beaver right now, but check out Mutant Beaver. They're the only other people that have it in retail right now. They have Stray Dogs #2, the second print, at $10.95. You're going to take 10% off that. And they have Stray Dogs #4, the second print, at $8.95. That's just ridiculous. Those prices are insane. Take advantage of that. Marvelous Comics should still have that Department of Truth. I'm sorry, that Stray Dogs number. Gosh, I don't know what number it is, but it's a third print. Sold out everywhere. They still have it over at Marvelous. So check out Stray Dogs at Marvelous as well. On the toy front, really quick, I just wanted to send you over to Things from Another World. I'm going to show you some of the pictures that they have right now. These toys are insane. They just dropped a ton of new toys, and they're all like adult playthings. They're so cool. Showing you some of the pictures now that they have. Even this Aliens one with the face and the skull. That thing's ridiculous. But the one I really wanted to concentrate was the Ghostbusters Marshmallow, Stay Puft Marshmallow Bay. Bay is a B-E-A. The Bay Bears. Highly collectible. They're not cheap. This one is going to run you, I think it's $147, but you can compare that to $185 usually. So it's a highly collectible attached to a major franchise that looks like they're going to have a good movie coming out. Those are all pluses in that collector's area, so check that out. If you're into those things, if you're looking for a new place to waste your money, Bays is a good place to waste your money. And then I wanted to send you over to Clam McDonald. Clam McDonald is an amazing comic book store where you can basically they run live signing events constantly. So if you were really into sign books and CGC, check out Clam McDonald because they're constantly running their own. You can do little signings with them, and they're all verified and everything. It's a great website. But I noticed that they had toys and pops, and no one has noticed ever. I think I might be the first one ever who noticed it because no one's ever bought anything there. It's all just like, here you go. It's like walking into a store that no one's ever walked into before. So check out that stuff. You're gonna find something interesting in there. I'll show you a few of the pictures of things. Nothing in particular popped out at me, but I was just like, I don't think anyone's ever been here before. This is strange. The last one I wanted to give you was over at Encased Comics. They have two Virgin variant Department of Truth number 12s or number 11s. These are horror covers, and I'll show them right now for you. We've got the first one is the Nightmare on Elm Street, and the second one is the I know I wrote this down, but I think I might have lost where I wrote it down. Is the second one is Hellraiser. Sorry, the second one is Hellraiser. So they've got a Nightmare on Elm Street and a Hellraiser cover. These are Virgin variants available at $15 a piece. Just go and grab these. They're going to do well. Everybody's into the horror covers right now. So they did these two horror covers that are hiding over in Case Comics. Virgin variants for $15. Definitely check those out. That's all I got for you today. Should be doing something live this weekend as soon as I get my comics in, if they come in. But yeah, you'll definitely see me. We'll be doing something live this week. That's all I have for you now, but I'll talk to you later.